never be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by my co-host, the man in black. Some blue under there as well. It's the one, the only, the man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
What is good, everybody, man? We appreciate all of you guys joining us tonight for this AEW Dynamite review. We are 1 week away from the spooky season, as they like to call it, the Halloween. So make sure you guys are out in these streets, being safe, doing what you got to do. If you want to help out EPW, real simple, easy. Number one, hit that like button for us. Two, hit the subscribe button if you like what you hear. If you like talking Dynamite, if you're not looking for, I'm about to go on my Suge Knight. If you ain't looking for all them negative reviews, people dancing all up in the video, bragging about what they got going on, you come over here. Right. You come talk some pro wrestling with us. Now, there will be some criticism, but there will also be some positives laid out there as well. That is what this is about. This show is supposed to represent two friends sitting on the couch talking pro wrestling. That's basically what this is. Also, we have a show on Mondays, Clash of the Podcast, hosted by yours truly and Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. We get into all the latest and greatest of pro wrestling live every Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Everything Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. I hope everyone is in here, man. If you're in the live chat, please make sure you're talking. If you hear this afterwards, please leave us a comment. We'd like to hear your thoughts on many of these things. Derek, what's going on with you, brother?
Same old, brother. Just moving and grooving.
Always good. Always good to be moving and
grooving.
Baby. Always appreciated. Loving everybody popping in and joining us. As we usually do, man. I always like to make sure people know what we got going on coming up. Not that we're doing a review on it, but you'll probably hear us talk about it on Clash this Tuesday. Clash is usually Mondays, but Tuesday this week we are going to have our episode. We're going to be probably talking a little Bound for Glory. This weekend we got the TNA World Championship. Also, we have NXT Halloween Havoc coming up this weekend. It's going to be a busy one for wrestling fans, so make sure that you are tuned in no matter how you want to watch your pro wrestling. Derek, do you believe in Joe Hendry? Is he getting the TNA World? No? Heartbreaker, you think? I know you don't watch, but...
Actually, you know what?
They should give it to him.
They should. So I'm going to play devil's advocate. I say you don't give it to him. Not yet. I mean, how long has he been at TNA?
Depends. He was like off and on. He was there before, and then he kind of disappeared. But we'll see. Joe Hendry seems like he's WWE bound too. So this is a short-term gain. I don't know how long his contract is, but we hope for the best. Apologies if you hear the other computer going off here. It looks like it's time to do updates all of a sudden. So go figure. So if you hear that, apologies. But I have to keep it on today for work purposes. Let's get into tonight's Dynamite card, man. We had a big lineup here tonight. Some things I feared, some things I liked. Some things I was like, okay, questionable, but let's see what we got here. Really, really thought tonight's show looked pretty good. I saw some people complaining like this isn't enough. I think some people are just here to do what they are going to do, bro. Like,
what is there to complain about? Please, like, break this down for me. I'm so confused.
Well, listen, here's the difference. There's criticism, and then there's like, you don't say anything positive about it. That's where I draw the line, where I'm like, all right, come on, man.
Right.
Everything ain't the worst thing in the world.
Right. Like, there's always I'm trying to remember what the phrase is, but there's always a bright spot.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, there, right. Light at the end of the tunnel. The program is not bad. If you want to pick and choose what's bad, okay. But I can't sit here and let you think that the whole program itself is bad.
Well, we're not going to say it well, I'm going to say how I feel, honestly, with a lot of this stuff. Clown in the house, he says, evening, everybody. What's good, Clown? Matt Lopez in the house, our Ring of Honor guru. I might give you that nickname, Matt, because you're who I go to for all things Ring of Honor. He says, hello, good evening. Sorry, Derek, I left your fingers hanging there for a second for the good evening. Cousin It over here. Hope all of you had a good Wednesday. The dark side of Orange Cassidy is coming, Matt says. It looks like he's going through a little character evolution.
Yeah.
Okay. Standing 2 hours in the parking lot, bunch of dumb baby faces thinking they are the Warriors. I always thought, you watch the music videos of another person who we shall not speak of currently, and he has the two bottles when he does it, but they had the bottles on the fingers.
Yeah.
With I don't know what those were supposed to be. Probably apple juice in there or something. I don't know why. Probably liquor or something it was supposed to be, but
either that or root beer. Because root beer always comes in a bottle.
yeah. I almost told the root beer story. We'll save that for another time. Rob says they should have beat the hell out of Marina. She's been putting hand on them boys for well over a month now. Come on, Rob. Come on now. Come on.
Not wrong, though.
He's not. But Tokyo the Don says, crappy Dynamite. TK, I'm still on your ass. What do you mean, crappy? I didn't think it was crappy tonight.
No, it was good.
We see some crappy ones. I think some of the build up to Wrestle Dream ones were kind of barely getting passes. Those were shows that I'd be like, it's like getting a 66. I don't know if that's the passing grade where y'all are from, but you know what I'm saying. 65 is usually the standard for not passing. You're like, this is a 66, bro. Come on.
Right.
What are we doing here? But no, I wouldn't say that about the latest shows lately. Elite Easy E says, hey, yo, what's good, man? Dynamite tonight was very story heavy, but weren't all the haters complaining that they had no stories? Can't make anyone happy. Precisely what we said.
Yeah. Man, I think the ones that like to say that it's, I don't know, any kind of let's just stop the negativity, please.
Yeah.
Stop.
E says, so are the big three DC Comics / Bullet logo ring skirts permanent? I think that they are in a big, and this is just WBD overall. By the way, I don't know if you noticed the NBA games yesterday kept messing up. It was Spike when Spike was when WWE was leaving Spike.
Yep.
Anytime they tried to say USA, they would pull the plug. I'm like, hey, come on, y'all gotta chill with that. Y'all gotta chill with that now. Come on. But yeah, that's what it felt like they were doing. Just a hunch, but maybe they were having technical difficulties. I'll bite my tongue. But going back to what E said, I think that they are trying to promote what's the way I want to put this? They are very heavily promoting the DCU and anything connected to it, surrounding it. So right. I feel like there's going to be a lot more synergy amongst the brand.
Oh yeah. Once they get everything flushed out with, the order of the movies or TV shows, or however you want to, whatever's coming out. Let's just say that whatever's being produced right now. I think it's gonna be fire, bro. It's gonna be fire.
I can't be too. We talked about it last time. Can't be too upset with some of the offerings that they have going on.
DC has always been good with the animated movies and series.
Yeah. By the way, did you see that Love Hurts movie?
Love Hurts. It sounds familiar.
Yo.
Hold on. Let me see.
No, not yet. I don't want you to look up anything. I want Derek's live reaction after this then. I want to see if he's interested in it because I won't say anything if I am or I'm not, but I just want to see Derek's interest. Rob says he trusted James Gunn. That's definitely part of the plan. They had to give all control to him and just let him figure out how the worlds are going to be and then provide the direction on where we're going if you're trying to connect these things.
Let the man cook.
Let him cook. Marina should have gotten whooped on. Yo, people are crazy. Rob says, what do you want? No storytelling or bad storytelling? Right. Absolute / all in comics. Yeah, look cool. Good cross promotion. Okay, Matt says it looks fun for the trailer. Deanna says, hope the best and prepared for the worst. Appreciate you, Deanna. Thank you guys, man. If you get a chance, man, please make sure that you share this on your social media pages as well.
Sure.
Let's get into Dynamite, man. We opened up with Mr. Jonathan Moxley here tonight, and I got to look at some notes. I'm gonna give a shout out to my good friends over at Dirt Sheet Radio.
Dirt Sheet
Radio. Like I said, we open up Dynamite. We have this amazing video package. I thought it was really cool how they set it up. It felt very Hollywood-esque per se.
Yeah.
I know you had some positive things to say about it, where they were in the desert and all that.
Honestly, you know what? I like the direction that. Can you call them a faction? I mean,
they got enough people in it.
Okay, all right. I like the direction of where they're going. The ruggedness, when being out in the desert. Like, listen, we're here. We're going to set the record straight.
Moxley feels like he's into this. Like, yes. This is much more than what I could have asked of before this. Before we were like, oh, Moxley's in a match. Okay. I was like, maybe he wins the tag titles eventually. Like, that's where I was with him. And now I'm like, oh, okay, he's back.
Right.
He's got something to sink his teeth into. And he's not doing the like, blood and guts, blah, blah, blah. No, he's kind of cutting promos with purpose. Like, no, this is what we're doing now.
You know what? I have to say this. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm sorry.
Yo, I haven't heard that song. Good song though. If you pay close attention to Mox's promos, he's not all over the place now. Like he's not
focused.
He's focused on what he's saying, and that's the Mox that we should have had from the start. Because then you would get like an AEW. No, now it's more like I'm talking to you direct.
And let's get into this. John Moxley says someone is going to get a part of themselves beaten down tonight, but it's all for the greater good. Everything he does for AEW is for the greater good of the company. A caterpillar does not just transform into a butterfly. It is compelled by nature to eat itself. Yeah. AEW needs a metamorphosis, and John Moxley is here to provide it.
I like it.
Very, very different, like I said, with the opening video packages and stuff like that. They're in the desert. Yeah. Yuta, Claudio, Marina Shafir. I still have more questions than answers at this point. I don't know. Like, people are thinking, oh, Shane's coming in. This person's coming in. We don't know that. You don't know. Nothing has been promised to you that Shane will be here on television. No. You are speculating on social media posts.
Yes. And I feel like this is not a situation where you involve Shane. Shane wouldn't. I don't think he would be involved in this.
It would make well. I want to know what's in the briefcase. They've been having the briefcase. Where's the championship? Moxley's the champion, but there's no championship. When do we find out what's going on? Is it World's End? Do you carry this over to Full Gear? It's got me interested in watching. I mean, there is probably a point where you're going to be like, all right, do something or tell me what's going on. But
which one's first? All In or
All In? You mean, Full Gear?
Full Gear and
World's End?
Yeah.
Full Gear's first.
Okay, so I'd say this goes to Full Gear.
I think you can go to World's End because that's where you got the Devil reveal last year. So maybe the World's End is always going to be like, okay,
here's the big reveal and stuff like
maybe.
that. Okay, I can see.
Or that could be where you do it with. Well, we'll get more into some of the other feuds that are happening. Deanna said the promo was fantastic. Mox looks like he's having a blast with this, adding another dimension to who John Moxley is. Shane is doing a good job producing Mox, he says. Well, if you have a good idea what the story is and the direction you can get behind it and put yourself in it. Interesting. I feel this is what John wanted. This is what he wanted to be when he turned on Seth and they made him goofy with that gas mask. Ooh, hard times. Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar is the leader of the invasion. To Pimp a Butterfly is a great album, by the way. World's End would be a good reset point, leads you to the new year, and then you start your new contracts and everything else.
Right.
Shout out to the AEW Mexico deal. By the way, have you seen the host for their AEW Mexico show?
Mm-mm.
Write these down. We need to look up Love Hurts and AEW Mexico.
All right.
Just for Derek. No. You ain't doing it. Well, I'll show you after.
Right.
I'll show you after. Rob says the devil reveal angle went over like a wet fart, though. I don't think I'm going to go back on what Sean said. Sean, smartest guy in the room when it came to this, there was no way that they were going to be able to pull that off without CM Punk being in the mix.
Yeah. You couldn't pull that off without him. It just had to be that he has to be
involved.
Yeah.
That would have been the only thing that got people excited again.
Yeah, like it would have been inevitable to have him involved.
And then you would have had to try to make sense of it too, because he wasn't really in it. But you could have said like, you think you're the real world champ, I'm the real world champ.
Right.
But we didn't get that. Instead, we got the screw job and Samoa Joe became champ, which was fine for a short bit. They abandoned it. Now we're kind of back in the thing we abandoned. Listen, AEW is going through a reset point. So some of these things that you're like, this doesn't make sense. I was mad. I didn't like Statlander separating, going babyface real quick, but I've accepted the fact that some of these things aren't going to make sense and we just have to do it.
Right. And we just have to suck it up.
Matt Lopez says, I think the full reveal of John goes to World's End. If you do that with John Moxley, here's what you have to do. You have to give some tease at Full Gear then. A tease at Full Gear, and you pick a Dynamite for a good tease. And then you do the reveal then at World's End. Yeah. Tease people a little bit. That's what wrestling fans love. They love the carrot being dangled in front of them. Come get the carrot. Come get the carrot. Blank or get off the pot, he says.
Yeah.
There was no saving the devil yet. AEW Mexico host. Yeah. No comment, man. She's doing a great job. Shout out to the team over at AEW Mexico. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, that was John Moxley here on Dynamite. I'm going to move this to when we have to bring up Mr. Mox again. We have some congratulations in order that we didn't mention last week. Mr. Shelton Benjamin is back. He is all elite. And then we got the confirmation today. Got this from my guy, Mega Ran. MVP is also all elite. So
go.
They're in. And they've been doing a really good job. But I forgot to start off here too with this thing wanted to make noise as soon as we started recording. Tony Schiavone calls out Hangman Adam Page. He talks about explaining his actions from last week. It really didn't lead to much except for Colton Gunn's mad that his brother got attacked and he's still out, so he goes after him. So it looks like we got some matchups for Dynamite. Right. Colton Gunn, Hangman, Juice, and Hangman.
Got a lot of options.
Jay White comes out, they make the save, and yeah, the beef was on, man. I'm cool with this.
I think this is a really good feud. This is a really good feud for both of them, honestly, because when was the last feud for both of them?
Logan, to answer your question in the chat, no, sir.
Well, correction, not for both of them, because Hangman's feud was with Swerve, so which is still currently in the.
I think. See, here's how I put Hangman and Swerve. I'm gonna use a WWF example: Rock and Triple H. Did Rock and Triple H really have some prolonged feud? Here and there, they did, but for the most part, it was the feud that you could always be like, they're back.
Right.
Boom, it's explosive. Rock Stone Cold's like Attitude Era-esque, like you can always go back to that feud. And I think that's what Swerve and Hangman is. You get side conquest, and then it's like, oh, we have history. Yeah. Let's bring up the history and create magic for this match. Because some people will say, like, oh, this isn't storytelling. This is blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, but it's building off of their history. In match 1, this happened. Swerve wins. In match 2, this happened. Right. In match 3, then there was the lights out match, and Hangman finally got his revenge on Swerve. And now the beef begins, you know? So There's time for them to become champions. There's time for them to go back to this feud. I'm telling you.
Yes, there is plenty of time. Now, don't get me wrong. That time is running out, but it is plenty.
I don't think they need to go back to it right now, though. No? You could wait a year. I think 2 years. You don't have to do it right now. I like that they're on these little side conquests at this moment.
Side note, since we're talking like that, when do you think we see Joe?
I think soon. I think he's doing some side projects and doing some of these things. Colton on site gun. I love it. T Ferg said, "What up, fellas? Tonight was off. Dynamite was off tonight. I don't know if it was the crowd, the dark arena, but something isn't right. I prefer NXT's well-lit studio audience." I am not going to say I prefer NXT studio audience. I don't know. I don't like them. I don't like the audience. I feel they're too funny is the way I'll put it. Like, I don't like NXT too much. I don't like SmackDown either. Keeping it a buck. Honestly, Raw is probably the only show that is decent on WWE side for me.
Yeah.
SmackDown's good, but you have to have where's Roman, where's Cody, where's the Bloodline. So I don't know. I don't want to give NXT too much credit for like, oh, they lit the crowd well. I mean, let's not lie. NXT and a lot of these other things that WWE started incorporating, they kind of swagger jacked what was going on over. WWE's the only company that can swagger jack stuff and nobody says anything. And they've been like this since the beginning of time. And then if AEW does something that they do, they're like, oh, you copycat. And I'm like, bro, you guys took so much stuff from them too, though. Right. Like, so I don't know, T Ferg. I couldn't tell you. I thought I kind of enjoyed tonight's show for the most part, but maybe I'm a weirdo. Yeah, we talked about Derek with the video packages. Derek also liked that background music, and I wanted to. Yes. He thought it added a lot tonight with some of the background musics.
Yeah, that background music was really good, and it fits. It fits perfectly with Shelton Benjamin, or it doesn't even have to be him. Just the fact that MVP is talking in the background when you have that kind of music going. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, that's what helps me get invested in a feud all the time. It helps me get invested because if it's lackadaisical, I don't want it.
Understandable. First match that we had up was Shelton Benjamin taking on the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion, Sammy Guevara.
Sammy.
Very fun, man. Very fun. Shelton Benjamin continues to impress me every single week. Derek, I was just telling Derek right before the spot happened. I'm like, Derek, I have an ending for this match, but I don't know if they're going to do it. And they did the spot right as I'm saying this.
Yes.
Sammy Guevara pops up on the top rope. It was the classic Shawn Michaels super kick to Shelton. Boom, bam. And I thought that's how they should have ended the match, but they didn't do that. They went a couple more spots, running knee to Sammy. Got hit with that T-bone, and he got finished off, man. But Shelton picks up another big win.
Yes. So the two super kicks and the high knee, oh my God, those were clean. Your boy Shelton Benjamin is nice, bro. We have to admit that. And he's what? 30, late 30s, early 40s?
Who, Shelton?
Yeah.
Shelton got to be in the 40s. I don't know. You may have to look that up.
Yeah, let's see.
Hubs. We've been talking about Hubs throughout this show already. He says, Brother Conrad, my guy Derek, sorry I'm late. Just getting home from date night with the future missus. Life lesson, date nights are important. What up, bros? What up, chat? Appreciate you, Hubs, man. Thank you for popping in here, man.
My guy, Hubs.
Matt says NXT Black and Yellow is basically a more well-founded Ring of Honor. Yeah, I mean, that's who they took a lot of their talent from, too, was Ring of Honor. We talked about how without Joe Koff, who knows if New Japan would be as big as it was, if there would be an AEW. Ring of Honor also helped put a lot of stars in there. Yeah, that's right, baby. Black don't crack. 49, Shelton Benjamin.
Good Lord.
Ain't no stopping him now.
You go, Shelton Benjamin. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Try to get like you, my guy.
Matt Lopez says Shelton's a beast. That's a fact, dude.
That's an understatement, bro.
Yeah. He picks up the big W. After that, I don't know. We cut backstage we know what this is leading to as well. I guess I'm just going to talk about it. Next week, we got Swerve Strickland, Shelton Benjamin for Fright Night Dynamite. Fright Night. I'm definitely with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Deanna has speculated. Is this where Bobby Lashley shows up? I think you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, I would do it.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if Shelton won.
No.
Why not? Shelton's crushing it right now. I kind of like him in this like assassin role, and he's out here. MVP has been phenomenal as well. More on him in a second. We're gonna come back to him in the show. But then we go backstage, and we got your girl, Derek, Mariah May. She's throwing around Anna Jay's bag out the locker room. Stuff's flying out the bag, and they have a little tussle, as we like to call it, in the hallway. Christopher Daniels, Derek's like, where the heck did he come from? Hey.
Dude, he got there so fast. Like, bro, you're just standing there. You gotta make it somewhat believable.
I need to hear some footsteps or something, bro. He just came tapping in like, hey.
Or you can add the polls.
Oh yeah, the
WWE poll.
I wish y'all could hear some of Derek's constant thoughts when he was watching like backstage stuff at WWE. Derek's like, here come the polls. Like, why do they do that every time? They must just like the noise. I have nothing else.
Dude, and it's funny because it sounds exactly the same every time when people are wrestling backstage back then.
Yo, absolutely wild. We get highlights of what's been going on with Kyle, Fletcher, Will Ospreay.
Yes.
Video packages. What do you know?
They mean something.
Where's Sean? What a revolutionary idea. You complained about video packages, and we get it. We have it.
We getting them all the time.
Tony doesn't listen to people.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah.
But, what do we know?
Yeah, whatever. Kyle comes out and he starts to speak his promo speak. He gets into it with Don Callis. Don Callis scarred up. Gassed up shorty over here, Don Callis. He's you know how many times if you watch this promo, he touched Kyle's back like, good job.
Yes.
Keep talking that way. And basically Kyle Fletcher cuts the I don't want to be in Will Ospreay shadow promo.
Right.
He's a star. Those beautiful blonde locks that you see on his head right here, he ends up cutting them off because he says he doesn't want to be like Ospreay. He says he is nothing like Will, and he doesn't want to be like him anymore. So he shaves his hair off. I think he was bugging.
Yes.
But he looks like he can grow hair pretty well. All I know is Brother Kush wouldn't have been doing that a few years back.
Nah.
Like, we can't be risking that, bro. If I do it, it's gone. It's staying gone. So Kyle decided to shave his head. Interesting.
It is. The fact that he does not want to live within the shadow anymore says he's becoming a new man. And it I don't know if I agree with the fact of taking Kyle away, but I want to say it is a good idea because now you showcase him as an individual wrestler, which I don't know. When was the last time he actually
He hasn't tagged up with his partner since, was it Dynasty? No. What was the pay-per-view before Dynasty?
Oh, wasn't it?
When they faced FTR, or is that last year I'm thinking of? It might be last year.
Oh my God. What is it called?
Yo, hold on. Now I'm gonna be mad. It's FTR versus United Empire in AEW. Because I'm curious right now to know when this happened. Not Rampage. This was a pay-per-view match, wasn't it? Somebody tell me. Someone in the chat's got to know.
I think it was. Hold on.
I got Collision. They had the Royal Quest match. They had another one. Hold on. I know someone in this chat knows. It wasn't Forbidden Door. It was a different pay-per-view, but basically, long story short, they had a tag team title match, and FTR retained, but we haven't seen them. And I think Kyle's kind of jumped over where Mark Davis is. So I don't know how Mark Davis fits back into this picture.
that him coming back is gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. Yeah, I don't know how you fit him back in. I don't know how you could do it. Oh, well, actually, I mean, I think there is a way that you could do it, but he has to be like,
if he's not getting big single dubs, then
yeah,
I get it. But if not, like this tag division needs people too. So
yes,
I'll do the wait and see. Let's see what they come up with. I think Kyle Fletcher does have a tremendous upside, though. I'll say that. These are the guys who should be running Ring of Honor too. Like, yes,
right.
Let Kyle be in the mix over there. But more on the Ring of Honor championship momentarily here. We get advertisements for different shows, and I know I see you guys are commenting. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. They put up all their shows, and we got an ad, Derek. How'd you feel about the ad? I mentioned it on Clash before that they have advertising now for it. Chat, tell me what you guys think. Did you like the ads? Is that better than Excalibur reading them off super quick?
Yeah.
He was doing the match cards for the next week, but at least now you can't say like, I didn't know Dynamite was coming. Nah, bro, they told you.
Right.
They told you.
I like it. Let's keep it stable here, and then let's see what the numbers will show when people show up here.
Now, continuing on, we got highlights here from Maple Leaf Pro. Now, it was pretty cool. If you watch the show, they hyped up Dynamite this week, and then Dynamite put their pay-per-view show over that happened on Triller TV.
Yes.
I thought it was very well done. The main event from night one, best match on the card, in my opinion. Some could argue maybe the IWGP tag title match with the Jet Setters, and that four-way tag was really fun. I love the trios opener as well. Right. You could watch Giselle Shaw. You got legends on here, Bully Ray, Raj Desi, the former Jinder Mahal, like lots of good people in on this. They showed highlights though of night 2, Takeshita versus Josh Alexander, because Takeshita said he was going to be a fighting champion and defending the AEW International Championship all over the place. This is where we get Ricochet to come in, and he says that he's hoping Takeshita comes to see him on Rampage, and then he says MVP comes into the play all of a sudden. He was like, I'm out of this world. And MVP, yes, you are. How you doing, sir? And he said, what did he say? Payback's a bitch. And then he showed up, and MVP was like, yes, it is.
Right.
And presented a card, hit him with the bam,
right,
bam, right here for you. And he said, nice suit.
Right.
All right. So back to WWE land here for a second.
Yes.
I think they missed the boat when Ricochet could have joined. If you're looking for something different for Ricochet to do, Ricochet loses to Konosuke, and you could put Ricochet in this group. I don't know who they plan on. He's giving cards to Leo Rush, Mercedes, now to Ricochet. Ricochet could be part of this.
He could be. He definitely could be. So for some things, you just need better clarification and make it make sense. And I think within that realm, he can do just that. Like support.
Absolutely. E says everybody can't get the strap, but Shelton should be considered. Absolutely. Shelton could be the Ring of Honor television champion. It's probably better off on him than Cage. More on that in a second, though. So we got different opinions here. Matt Lopez says he thinks Lashley should show up and be the perfect lead into Swerve versus Bobby at Full Gear. Oh, yeah. Sean thinks they should hold off on Lashley until Full Gear. Let's make Full Gear super special. Lashley joins the MVP squad. Shane McMahon revealed as Moxley's big boss. We just talked about that. I think you could hold off on that if you can find some good carrots to dangle out instead. Because World's End's going to need some stuff too. And then that could be your, like, this is what we're kicking off to.
Right. Yeah. If you structure it the right way, you can get the traction that you're looking for. You just can't go. I don't want to say that. You don't want to go. What's another word for that?
Let me help you. What's the word you're looking for?
I'm trying not to say
inappropriate things. Yeah. I'd rather you don't.
I mean, like, I don't think it's inappropriate, but I think people would. Well, I think they would frown upon me using it because it'd be out of context.
Yeah,
right?
Don't say it. Then.
Yeah.
We always believe in censoring Derek to the fullest form on here because Derek says some crazy stuff sometimes. T-Ferg says, I see your point, Kyron. I only watch NXT and AEW. NXT because of how campy and corny it is, a guilty pleasure. AEW for the straight-up ring talent. What a revolutionary idea. Great promo by Britney Spears. Kyle Fletcher. Seriously, great promo, though. It was one of his better promos that he's cut so far. Hub said Don Callis head scar is lasting as long as D'Lo Brown's chest injury. No, that scar is permanent, I think, brother. I don't think that's going anywhere.
We get what is it? What the heck is it called? We get some coconut coconut cream or something like that. Just
cocoa butter?
Cocoa butter, yeah.
Yo, why'd you hit me?
Sorry.
Yes, woo!
we get that and shine up that baldy real quick and make that thing heal up because that thing is brutal.
I think it's too late, bro.
It probably is.
It's too late. You can't put cocoa butter a year later. Matt Lofa says it was Wrestle Dream. Thank you, Matt. That's the guru, the EPW guru for tonight. Hub says unpopular opinion. Yes, it's great. LeBron and Bronny played an NBA game together, but the truth is Bronny is not an NBA talent. Woo.
Yikes.
Super unpopular opinion. Chris Jericho's learning tree is feel good television. All right, Sean, that's enough of
Shut up, Sean. Shut up.
It's the learning tree. The intern's face lit up when he heard that because he thinks it's hilarious. I don't know why. Cray, what's good, man? Appreciate you. I love the advertising ahead. Rumor has it Edge isn't coming back alone. Who's Edge? Adam Copeland. They should just come back and call him Cope.
Cope.
What? Adam Copeland's the mastermind of what's going on with Mox? Could be. I wonder why Scott didn't work with AEW more when he was the president of Impact and TNA. He never said anything bad about them. I guess there were some things presented that were in the way. And I think Kenny not being able to fully go. And yeah, I think that Tony just had some issues with stuff and wanted to get his stuff back on track. I don't know.
Hey, I mean, whatever. Do what you got to do.
Yeah. Shelton just stares down people while MVP talks his talk. That is true. We are the nation of domination. Ricochet needs a manager and his suits are clean. Ricochet, that's what I'm saying. If you put him with MVP, I think you could. We haven't seen heel Ricochet on a main stage yet. WWE missed a whole ocean liner with Shelton. Derek chill. Dying must put on eyeliner on that bad boy Hubs. It's over, bro. Bronny is D-League talent. Woo! You guys are coming in with some honest opinions. Sean, hit me up tomorrow if you want my opinion on that. I'll save it for now. Y'all gonna have to pay some extra for that. Lance Archer and Brian Cage versus Locals. Listen, they destroyed them. Powerbomb chokeslam combo. I don't know why Brian Cage is the Ring of Honor television champion. I think it's just a way to get them on the shows. Are you feeling Archer and Cage? Do you like this team, or does it still feel kind of rando to you?
It still feels random.
They remind me of Archer and DH Smith in New Japan, though, when they were a tag team. And I'm like, okay. I see what you're going for here, but these guys got to destroy them when they get in the ring with some other teams, too.
It's tough to buy into this tag team. It's not a true tag team. I mean, there are a lot of tag teams where people aren't like true tag teams, but I feel like
Killer Elite Squad, that was their name.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know, bro.
We'll see. Don's trying to make it work. They're wearing all black. I guess I like that he at least had his hair done up this week, but it was better because the Drew McIntyre jokes. I felt bad for the brother. Felt bad for him. I ain't gonna lie.
I when I seen those, bro, I was like, yikes.
We forgot to mention there's a bunch of wrestlers in the parking lot ready to beat people down. We got John Silver with nunchucks. They got weapons like straight out of Warriors, like Matt said.
Who had that pole, bro? Like this.
I don't know. Was it the Butcher? Maybe.
Was it the Butcher?
I don't know. There were a bunch of people. Butcher had on that flaming, like it had the flames on it, the bandana. That joint was wild.
Yeah.
But they're out there. Chuck Taylor comes out. He's a producer now, if people didn't know this. So he's out with like the headset and stuff. He's like, Orange, let me talk to you. And he kind of gives him like a little motivational speech. Foreshadowing. And he tried to give him some advice. Chuck Taylor, folks.
100% Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor. That's all we're gonna say. Just Chuck Taylor.
Chucky T.
Yes,
Come on,
the best
bro.
friends, man.
Yes, come on, bro.
We cut over to this next match. This is Mark Briscoe defends his Ring of Honor World Championship in a ladder war match with the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. This match gave me high hopes, low hopes, and then they got me and let me down again. Briscoe started out early, just putting a beating on Jericho. He could have won in the beginning and then decided to inflict more damage. Yeah. Why, baby faces? Why do you do these things? Briscoe ends up bleeding. Rocky Romero stops the bad apple, Brian Keith, from interfering, gives him some kendo stick shots to chase him off. Mark Briscoe dropped the filthiest but cleanest. No refs holding the ladder. Froggy Bow off the top, bro. And the elbow drop was beautiful. Jericho busted his dome on falling off the table or through the table. He hits the J Driller. It looks like he's got it won. And then here comes Big Bill. Big Bill yokes this man up and drops him through tables on the outside. I wanted to cry because I thought he was going to win right there. I was like, why are you doing this, Bill? He picks up Jericho's lifeless, right? At this point, he just goes, whoop, on the shoulders, get up there, you're winning the belt. Big Bill should be the Ring of Honor World Champion, technically. But I think that's what they're trying to communicate to us in the long term.
So I think in the long term, what'll happen with that is
I cry.
I think it's a slow betrayal.
With Big Bill?
Yes.
Oh man, you could.
I think it's a slow betrayal, just because it's gonna get to a point where Big Bill is gonna be like, listen, I'm done saving you.
I've been doing all the work here.
Right. I'm done. You know, I'm not getting any kind of title shots. I'm not getting anything reciprocated from me. And you're just in the way. So let's just go our separate ways.
Big Boo in the beef and broccolis, bro. The beef and brocks have to be what is used for this, bro. And Big Bill just goes crazy on Jericho. Like, that's it. That's the only thing I want out of this. So Chris Jericho's the I took French, so I'm not sure of my numbers. What's 9? Don't Google this.
Hold on.
You let me down, Derek.
I'm sorry.
I thought you took Spanish classes.
I did. That's the way.
Yes, that's the number. You're correct. So he gets the W here. So Jericho's gonna be talking his mess for a while. Yeah, it was Butcher. Thank you, man.
What, it was Butcher? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. We're back on Ricochet. Rick can talk, though. He doesn't need a manager. Maybe some arm candy. I don't hate the way, like, everyone puts this, like, Ricochet needs to cut these 5-star promos because of how he wrestles. And I'm like, he doesn't need to either. No. Like, no. He can wrestle. Necessary. He can wrestle better than some other things. But I guess if you believe that talking is the number one and only thing, yeah, great. I don't subscribe to that either, though. I'm like, whatever you do well. Right, go do it. But would it help if he had an MVP? I think it'd be cool to see him as a heel. Yes. Personally, that's what I'd like to see. Imagine if Ricochet could talk that talk. I think he would feel more natural. Like, oh, yeah, you want to say something to me?
Yes, he would.
Okay. He would. Keys to success for Ricochet: 1, keep shining with your in-ring moves. 2, keep wearing suits. 3, stop talking. Ooh. I think he'll be fine. Like I said, if you get him with someone who can add some swag to him, he'll be fine. Right. What if Chuck abandoned Orange's in OC's eyes? He's office now. I respect you, Booker, man. Rob says none of them hoax were ready to fight anyone. Selling wolf tickets. All that barking and no bite. Squad full of bozos. Boo. Wolf tickets, daddy. This is a good ladder war, but Jericho is ROH World Champion. But Ishii did come out afterwards.
Yes.
So Ishii's probably next up. Jericho probably wants revenge for when he chopped his chest bloody the last time we watched him go at it with him. Big Bill winning it off of him would be fine. I would love that. Big Bill needs a singles run strictly off of carrying Jericho up that ladder. No lies, T-Ferg. And we got people saying Brownie's trash, but these clowns, why you hating on a man getting his son a job? It's not hating on him. It's just, should you be in that spot? Or,
right.
you know?
I think you should be third man off the bench.
Look at Matt educating people out here. Translation guru as well. Nueve is 9. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes. It's been a while since I've done my French talk, but one day I'll let you guys hear. Je m'appelle Conrad. Getting back into this, we get a video package for Chris Statlander and Kamille. Hey, heck of a play. What do you know? Because guess what they have going on? They have a match happening on Friday Night Dynamite. Kamille versus Chris Statlander. This has been announced in advance. I feel like Tony Khan's listening to us. Right. We get what we can when we can. Adam Cole comes out. He's interrupted by his good friends, the Undisputed Kingdom. Why are they back together?
Adam!
Roderick Strong, Taven, and Bennett. They say they want to join him in the fight with MJF. We get MJF getting a massage from a nice young lady. How thick was she? Thick. She was giving him a nice massage, and MJF does his classic, you're about to jump through hoops. Whichever one of you, so basically Roderick Strong and Adam Cole both said they want to get their hands on them. He said, whichever one of you can get to 3 wins first, you can face me at Full Gear, but you're not going to see me till then. So boom, boom. Great. Kyle O'Reilly is watching all of this from afar.
Yes.
So very interesting what they're doing here. It's got to be Adam Cole, right?
Yeah. I can't really see it being anybody else right now, so I think it has to be.
Do you think Kyle joins them? Does Kyle leave them?
Well, I think they're pulling at his strings without him knowing that they're pulling, because there was no reason, if you were completely done with them, there's no reason why you can declare yourself done.
There is another person that could get in the mix of this, and I believe Matt Lopez had mentioned it to me as well. Wardlow. He was involved with both of them. Okay. Maybe he goes back with MJF. Maybe he beats them both up. Maybe you have Wardlow as the guest referee. Just putting it out there.
I like that. I think that's really good.
This guy is a national treasure. Hubs on Chris Jericho because he's teaching the kids to learn how to count in Spanish.
That's fine. Do that, but I just
Rob, I'm gonna yell at you later. Adam Cole, AEW's run has been fill in the blank. I think. What do you think of Adam Cole's run so far? I think it's been good. Can we say hampered? That would be the word I would use. Hampered by injuries.
Yeah. The injuries will take their toll. So you have to do what you can to stay protected with that. Just to have him back, it's really good.
Let's see how he performs in the ring.
Yeah, it's definitely a breath of fresh air to have him back. So I can't complain.
Yeah, we can't say too much bad about it. Penelope 4, we get a video package with Jamie Hayter. I don't want to hear in a week's worth of time, Derek. What are these two fighting about? They didn't tell me. Because I see a lot of that dumb shit every week, and it annoys me.
Yes. I definitely feel like that's coming.
It's going to happen, but it was just like, I just don't want to hear people running their yapper about it. And I know, here comes the other people. This is a waste of a spot for Jamie Hayter. She's a former women's champion. Okay. But this is what they're doing with her for now. So either pay attention or keep it moving. I don't know what else people want me to say.
Right. Yeah, just keep it moving.
Unbelievable. Coming up next, we had House of Black here versus some locals. They got destroyed. This is a bona fide beatdown. They call for the mic after the match. And Buddy Matthews says next week he wants Adam Cole after he delivered a mean curb stomp.
Oh.
Adam Cole was very upset. So backstage they ran into him and it was kind of like, yo, what's the deal? Like they run down next week's matches, the two that I talked about. Adam Cole asked Buddy Matthews, yo, what's the deal for calling him out? And Buddy basically said because he's fragile.
Fragile.
That must be Italian.
I think it is.
So the match has been made. Adam Cole, Buddy Matthews next week on Fright Night Dynamite. So make sure you are tuned in here.
Good. It's gonna be really, really fun.
Yeah, I could definitely see it happening. Matt said Chris Jericho's AEW's version of Sesame Street, count. So yeah, Adam Cole, Buddy Matthews, it's official. So this should be a good match. A good way to get back into it. We're gonna see if he's ready because Buddy Matthews can go.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's just see what the outcome is going to be.
It's what it is.
It is. You know, you can't create something new and then change it. But this is what we asked for.
Bro, I think people forget what they asked for, and then when they get it, they're ready to move on about something else.
But you can't do that though. Like,
no, it's annoying.
It's super annoying
because you're not following the KISS principles, which is keep it simple. Can't say that word, but what I'm saying is simple. Keep it simple, bro. Like that we can leave it at that. Like it should just be simple. Set realistic goals, smart goals, specific,
right,
measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. I'm providing you with education here, people.
You have to keep it simple, bro. If you overdo it.
And people said they wanted to be treated like smart wrestling fans, but then they're asking people to treat them like they don't watch the show as well.
Right.
That goes both ways, man. So I don't ever want to hear like if you're like, yeah, we should dumb this down more. I don't want to hear you complaining then that they're not treating you like you're a smart fan then.
Right.
When they're hammering stuff over and over to the point,
yeah,
I don't want to hear it. So you either want that or you don't.
Right. Because once you want that situation, that's what you're going to get every single time. It's never going to end, and it's just going to be there until you start mixing things up.
Facts. Next up, we have the Brick House, Kamille taking on the lovely Queen Aminata. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I definitely put a tweet out there. If you guys want to agree with this, like this, do whatever, at EPW Show on Twitter. We put out Queen Aminata should come out to a classic song involving Rakim and the homies, but it involves Love Hurts. That's the So Contagious and all that. I personally think it would be a good song, and I think it would fit.
Oh yeah. Just because of the
if she ever needed like a special entrance is what I put. Like,
right, yeah. You could take out the background singers and just have the beat itself.
And I'm sorry, the song's called Addictive.
Yeah.
But it's most people always put like it's So Contagious or whatever. That's how I remember people always asking for the song. But Truth Hurts sings it, Addictive featuring Rakim. I think it would be something that'd be a banger for Queen Aminata, because Queen Aminata week in and week out has shown me I need her to become a champion, a leader on this brand. She has shown me every single week that she has something. There, honestly, in this match, I'm gonna say it. I thought she looked better than Kamille.
I can't disagree with that. I have high hopes for Kamille. Tonight was a little shaky, but she probably hadn't wrestled in a long time, so I'm not gonna hold it against her too much.
Remember, Kamille was waiting in the wings for months.
Yes.
So let's see how Kamille. I'm not ready to write Kamille off either. Let's see how she adjusts. No. Let's see how she gets into it. She is right now the leading. You got to get through Kamille to get to Mercedes, so that's what it's going to be with that. Cool. That's fine and dandy if that's what you want to do. She wins with a, I almost said she did a torture racket to a spin out power bomb, and she ends up getting with like a little crossroads. It's not exactly like it, but enough.
It's weird because it's almost like she flips the person
pancake style,
and then she just falls back. I like the move. I think it could be polished a little bit more and maybe even sold a little bit more than what it was.
It was better than her. She was doing the Dominator in between the legs, and I was just like, I don't even think she needs to do all that. Just hit him with the Dominator.
Right.
If you could do it on people, do it. But I don't know. That might be a tough bump for some people. Kamille's got something, or she could tap people out with the torture rack.
She could.
I don't know. They'll make it work though. She also laid out Chris Statlander, who came out after the match. Next week should be a fun matchup. This is going to be her first real test, so be prepared.
Right.
Getting into this in the parking lot, we're back, and here comes Christian and the Patriarchy. Mother Wayne, hello. They show up, and Kip Sabian's looking like a weirdo in between cars.
Still looking like a young, dumb idiot dad.
Chill, bro. So Christian and the homies chase him through the parking lot, and the people in the parking lot were mad. They should have beat Christian up too, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What
kind of baby faces are you? This man hurts people's feelings every week. So Christian chases him into the arena, and then we find out, Hook, what's going on? What's going on with your father? Well, he said that they're out in the ring now, and he's going to confront them. And he goes out there, Nick Wayne, everybody, and he's like, yo, it's time, man. We're about to do this. And he says it's time to go. He starts suplexing people. He's asking, why'd you do that to my father? And he gets Christian in the corner. He suplexes. Nick Wayne almost went through the ring. He's got Christian in the corner. He's about to get his hands on him. Kip Sabian pops up, bro, and hits him with that good old-fashioned low blow. Right to the yam bag, as Taz would say.
I do not care for Kip, bro. Kip is not my guy. I'm sorry. He's not. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I feel like Kip is trying to do so much.
Kip's better off in this than anything, bro. He's better off being a lackey. He's not a leader of a group, so
no.
That's fine. At least it'll get him on TV. He can take some L's for Christian.
Right, yeah.
Great. So you join the Patriarchy. Christian's like, I saw what you did last week.
Right.
Christian should have, I swear, in one of the promos, Christian's got like, we got to work on your timing, but it's everything else is fine. He messed up last week when he got on the apron. See Botchamania 500 if you don't know.
Oh, man.
See Botchamania 500 if you don't know. Sabian attacks. They hit the Christians to kill switch, and then they leave.
Dunzo.
Terrible people. Time for your main event. We got Jack Perry and the Young Bucks, the Elite, taking on Daniel Garcia and Private Party. Lots of chaos in this, as we expected. I was running around for part of this, but I already know what to expect. I heard it. Super kick party, super kick. People doing all types of foolishness. I saw Jack Perry getting thrown around into the guardrails as Derek gleefully clapped and enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
They end up going, so here's the finish. Private Party is going for the silly string. They hit it like they usually do. Instead of the DDT, though, Matt Jackson looks like he's going to counter it. And instead, Isaiah rolls him up. 1, 2, 3.
Dunzo.
Private Party gets the win. And Derek, I'm not going to lie. What happens after the match? They say this is the third time Private Party has pinned the Young Bucks. And Private Party makes a challenge. And Isaiah says, I have an offer that you can't refuse. He said, listen, we want to shot the tag titles next week. If we can't beat you for the tag titles, we will split up. Stokely was ringside for this match again.
Stokemeister.
Nah, Stokely made me mad tonight. I'll tell you why in a minute. But Stokely basically left when chaos began to ensue after this.
Oh, of course.
The Young Bucks have accepted the challenge, bro. So next week, we could be seeing the last time Private Party as a tag team.
Hey.
He said apparently Kip needs a father. Garcia can't help but look like a trade. Crop topped out.
Right.
What do we think, Derek? Does Private Party pull it off?
God, I want to say no, but I believe that it's going to be a yes that they can pull it off.
T. Ferg says, is Christian forming a stable of men who lost their dads and he's the replacement dad? 100%, sir.
Yeah.
100%. That's what this is. Sick man he is. So I think we crown Private Party next week. I would do it.
Oh yeah. And you know what? They have an excellent track record, and I feel like this is the time that they deserve it, because what they did by like putting the spotlight on them, making it known that they were the newbies that beat the Young Bucks, and then they beat the Young Bucks again. People
got behind them. Yeah. I did not expect that many people to get upset. I feel like this is, remember when the Acclaim lost to Swerve and Keith Lee? I feel like it's like that. Like, maybe we should have called an audible during the show, but we didn't. So let's make this right. We'll see. I'll be interested to see. Maybe next week we'll be on here talking who's the new tag champs, Derek. I don't know.
Yeah. I would like to see Private Party get it, because I feel like we've been rocking with them for a while, or since day one. So why not give it, let's get something new and fresh.
I just think you need to reinvigorate the tag division. I said, FTR, the Acclaimed, and them aren't gonna save it.
No.
And someone take Twitter away from Max Caster as well. I won't even comment any further than that if you don't know. After the match, so that car that we saw in the video finally pulls up the truck. Marina Shafir steps out, and like other people were saying, why would you keep letting Marina Shafir dog y'all? Marina Shafir stands out there, and then we find Claudio and Wheeler Yuta get in the ring, and they just beat down all the baby faces. Garcia and Private Party are catching a whooping, and then from there, bro, we end up seeing Moxley come out, and Moxley's just decked out. He's got on sweatpants, a black hoodie, black sweatpants, black shoes, black gloves. He's got a hat on, like the winter hats. He did not care, bro. And he's just beating people down and throwing them in the ring. And what happened was Chuck Taylor tried to do something, man. Well, Chucky, Andy, my boy, you're going to have to find out.
Right.
And they looked like they were going to attack his ankle, and instead, so Excalibur, what I wanted him to do there was, he mentioned the ankle before they attacked it. Excalibur, wait until they're about to attack the ankle, and then, no, not the ankle. No, that would have been, I think, better impact. And then he could have said, come on, oh, thank goodness, that was his damaged ankle. I didn't want them to do that. But what they did was they put it around his head again, like they did Danielson. And I think Yuta was kind of like trying to be like, I'll do it, because I used to be with these guys. And then Claudio's like, no, I'm doing it. Double stomp right through his neck. And I was like, oh. They skedaddle out of the ring. They retreat, Moxley and crew. And it was kind of sad, man. Orange Cassidy comes out and he's looking sad. They've told him step up. And Orange is like, I'm not that guy. I'm not him. Gotta be him, Orange. So that's the story that they're going with for this. I enjoyed tonight's Dynamite. People requested story. You got story.
Yeah, tonight's Dynamite was good. It's I don't know how many times we gotta say, like, Dynamite has been proven that it is a good show.
Yeah. They gotta, like I said, if you could thread the stuff better, great. But until then, it's what it is. Matt Lopez says, I will say this: if Private Party wins this, I will say Private Party wins it. This because if AEW is serious about having Cage and Archer as a tag team, I could see it. They could do something with them. Mox looked like he was ready to steal the Hope Diamond. I noticed Yuta didn't like that because he used to be with them. And I think Yuta's going to play a role into this again as well.
It would be nice to see.
All of this is leading to Full Gear. Here's your poster shot of Full Gear. They're going to be doing some interesting things. I feel like I'm looking at Warzone when we used to go through the story mode. The Boiler Room Brawl.
Right.
But with Full Gear, it works. So it's got that gritty blue collar type background.
Yeah. No, I do like this a lot. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this. Like it hits on the theme, hits on what the I guess like the location.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Right. Steel mill. Squall. It fits the profile. The way that it looks, like this is perfect. This is perfect to me.
Yeah, I always like the look of Full Gear. It's like one of their like
one of their
major shows.
Yeah,
like
it's one of their premiere shows.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that this is better than the build to this has kind of been better than Wrestle Dream already.
Yeah,
they got to get into this month-to-month format since that's what they're going to do. You got Australia Grand Slam coming up. You got Revolution still. Right. So we got things happening. We're on our way. All we could do is be there and watch. Please let me know what you guys thought of the show below or in the comments here tonight. Derek, what do you think, man?
I give it a thumbs up.
Tonight's show's a thumbs up?
Tonight show's a thumbs up.
I will agree. I'll just say thumbs up show.
Yeah.
Not a double, just a one.
Just the one. Just the one. Listen.
You tried new things. You experimented. I thought you succeeded with some. Can things be better? You should always be trying to tweak the little things to say like, hey, we should have said this here. We could have did that here. Tony needs someone in the room like that. Someone was going to be like, hey, Tony, we should have did this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Let's try it next time.
Right.
They're in the experimentation phase.
Yeah.
Is the best way I could put it.
And this is trial and error to me. You know what I mean? Like, you try something because we know it's going through a reboot right now. So you try something, see if it sticks. If it sticks, then cool. Then we rock with it. If not, then we slowly push it out.
Matt Lopez said Warzone flashbacks to those trash Dookie Ahmed Johnson promos. They weren't even like understandable. All the filler has grudge matches in Warzone. Somebody needs to bring back the promo videos. Jesus De Leon says, sup, Conrad Derek, need AEW to announce collision matches and not just the next 2 weeks for Dynamite. Yeah, they'll get to it. Yeah. But listen, I'm about to tell you guys this. In 2025, Rampage is probably about to become Collision if they get that Shockwave show off.
Yeah.
And I got news about Shockwave here in 1 second. I sent you a San Andreas meme about them WrestleMania ticket prices on Twitter. Oh, Lordy. Them WrestleMania ticket prices are out of control.
Oh, man.
Out of control, bro. And I heard some of them are even higher than people think.
Oh, my God. How?
Jesus says, put the TNT title on Garcia Full Gear. Me and Derek are in full agreement. We've been saying that since Wrestle Dream.
Absolutely.
I think even the week before.
Yeah.
Matt Lopez says 7.5 for AEW tonight. I think that's a fair score.
Yeah.
I don't have an issue with that. Jesus said, all right, show could be better, but I enjoy the ending to Dynamite a lot. OC's reaction. Can't wait to see a different OC next week. Yes. Derek, we got some Shockwave news.
Shockwave?
I think you have the full story on there as well. This is coming from Fightful Select. That article that we had pulled up before Body Slam had already had the information when it came to this. I don't know if you want to read it or if you want me to. It doesn't matter, but we'll share the info with you guys from Fightful Select. Make sure you guys give full credit to Sean Ross Sapp if anybody uses this.
Yeah, basically. Always give credit.
Always.
No copyright.
No chat GPT.
Right. AEW Shockwave. Ever since AEW got their new WBD deal, there's been rumors of a new show titled AEW Shockwave that would seemingly take place of Rampage. That's I don't know how I feel about that. But originally, rumors swirled that it could end up on Fox programming, possibly FS1. But that may not be the case. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful says, or Fightful Select has reported that AEW Shockwave is currently being shopped around to different places.
Very interesting.
Yes.
So it's not saying it's the end, but they could go somewhere else with it.
They could. And I mean, if you could keep it open. I mean that's another money wave for you, like a money trail for you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So if Shockwave does get moved around, I think Shockwave becomes like you have to make that a secondary, like A to B show. Like it's going to have to be your like, yo, no, this is our focus. Boom, boom, boom. Because think about it like this. I'm about to get real businessy on y'all real quick.
Business.
Hurt business. No, I'm kidding. What you got to think about with this is, all right, so we got Dynamite. Dynamite's the cash cow. It's our big version of our shows, right?
Yep.
WBD's not doing well.
No.
I can't trust you. Where are you going to be in 4 years? We don't know. If DC takes off, cool, we're here with you. Let's rock. But if it goes sideways, you don't have exclusivity anymore. Let's talk to Fox. Fox might be something that we could work with. They got the NFL. I got relationships with people in the NFL. Yo, Harry, talk to Bill. Tell Bill I want to meet with him. I got a wrestling program for him. I'm not going to charge you as much as WWE, and we're going to make some money. Let's do this. Let's make some bread. Right. You need primetime programming? I'm here for you. Right. I'm your guy. You got baseball on? I already deal with getting bumped off of this for basketball, so let's do it.
Right.
Okay. Oh, there's baseball over here as well? Cool. That's what this television stuff's going to become. So I'm just putting it out there. Yeah. Someone said Shockwave coming to UPN. Come on now. Dang. He said, I like these fan-made logos. I think they're just putting them in the AI, man. My network TV on Thursdays like SmackDown on UPN back in the day could. Syndication. Fox would be good too. ROH used to be under Sinclair. So ROH used to come on Fox in our local area. It used to be on in the break room when I would go to work, man. I'd be like, who's watching Ring of Honor at 11 a.m.? Being there on my lunch breaks, like, what is going on?
Right.
Yes, I said lunch. I used to work that early shift. Early, 3 a.m. But we're going to wrap this up here, man. I don't want to keep this going all night. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like on the stream for us. Make sure you're back next week. We will have a special Fright Night Dynamite. Maybe I'll get Derek to dress up or something. I don't know. Right. You got your Halloween costume already?
Not yet.
All right.
I mean, I could.
I already know what I'm going as.
What you got? Oh, yeah. No, we won't ruin that.
Well, I don't think I'm going to dress up as that next week for sure.
Oh, okay.
It's going, little C's going to be rolling up, or excuse me. See, there we go. I almost gave away his name. The intern is going to be going as a Hot Wheels race car driver, right? And he's got the whole thing. I'm the pit crew.
Okay. All right.
That's right. All
right.
Throw me a Reese cup if you got one.
Right.
I got it. Just throw it. I'll catch it.
Right. Ain't nothing a little dirt can't fix.
So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'll have something next week. Remind me. If you remind me, we could dress up. Or at least wear a mask or something stupid.
I'll get something.
But for me and this guy next to me, the man they call Derek, we are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Tell a friend about Everything Pro Wrestling. We're almost on the road to 3K here. We're getting there slowly but surely. But we need some love on the channel. So make sure you guys provide that. And with that being said, we are out, and we will catch you guys all on the next one.